No one belts out a rock anthem quite like Jon Bon Jovi. He's been doing it now for 30 years, and while his hair isn't as lush as it was back in the 80s, his band is bigger and more popular than ever. They've sold 120 million albums and performed in front of 34 million fans. I caught up with Jon and the boys in England, where they're playing to packed stadiums every night. And yes, ladies, the good news is they're heading our way soon.
We've performed for the Queen.
Have you?
Yes, Royal Command Performance.
Oh, it was a variety show.
Yes, we did it, yes. First American rock band ever. Got to meet the Queen.
He may have started out as a working-class boy from New Jersey, but these days, Jon Bon Jovi is rock royalty. And he's giving me a tour of London with a distinctly rock and roll flavour.
Churchill was a real rock star. He dressed like a rock star. All the time, those big cigars, drank his face off. He smoked cigars.
Shouldn't we just
dress in very expensive clothes? He thought image was very important.
Shouldn't we be talking about groupies and sex and drugs and stuff?
Okay.
It's my life, it's lonely. I ain't gonna live forever.
That's the thing I was to learn about Jon Bon Jovi. To be this successful for this long, it's more about discipline and drive than chasing the classic rock star lifestyle he so often portrays on stage.
Maybe when you're a boy, it's all about that. You know, you want to go sex, drugs, rock and roll. Then it becomes more. You know, then it becomes, what have you done with a career? You know, what have you done with a life?
When you look back on all those years, you know, it's an incredible set of statistics. 27 years, 50 singles, many of them hits, 120 million albums sold at least.
Oh, it's nice to be able to proudly say we're going into our third decade. You know, every kid sits in his mirror at one point in his bedroom and strums the tennis racket and the broomstick and wants to make a record. You know, 1 in 1,000 get to be in a band, 1 in that 1,000 make a record, and 1 in that 1,000 are still here to talk about it. So the odds were really set against it. It's wonderful. It's a blessing.
We'll give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, give me one prayer. Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear.
Jon Bon Jovi and the band that bears his name remain one of the world's best at heart-thumping stadium rock. After 3 decades, they can still pack them in and are currently on a 2-year global tour.
I'm a cowboy.
This week, it's London, and we're on our way to their latest sellout show.
Hi.
When you travel with Bon Jovi, a very fast trip up the Thames is the answer to London's peak hour traffic.
This is what happens when you become a rock megastar. You swap the limo for the boat.
Then you know you've made it.
They now have a legion of fans spanning 3 generations. A few of the diehards have even paid up to $3,000 here in London for a front row seat and the chance to get up close and personal with their idols.
16 times just come to see you. 16 times.
Thank you.
They say that this world tour will gross $250 million. That can't be right, can it?
Yeah, last one did that. This one will probably exceed it.
What does the band do with all that?
Give it to the government, pays its taxes. Those are gross numbers, and that's what we did on the last tour, but you don't get anywhere near that at the end of the day.
She's a little runaway. Daddy's girl and fast.
Billion-dollar paychecks were a long way off in 1983.
She's a little runaway.
When Bon Jovi's first hit Runaway launched them as the band with the big rock anthem sound. A string of monster hits was to follow. Jon was not only the principal songwriter, but carefully guided the group's continuing success.
So little did they know in the 80s, underneath all that hair was a business brain waiting to get out.
Well, you know, there was just a guy that was focused, determined, and committed to it, that's all.
That strong work ethic came from his parents. Born Jon Francis Bon Jovi in 1962, his dad was a hairdresser and Mum a former Playboy bunny. They also blessed him with those good looks, which doesn't hurt when you're a rock god.
You know, I'm not that vain a character to sit around and go, oh yeah, but looks didn't hurt. Where they did hurt was, yeah, you're on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine and the girl's more concerned with you taking your shirt off than she is with getting a picture or talking about a monumental record like Slippery When Wet.
Well, you did call yourself Tom Cruise of rock.
That's true.
So you gave them an in.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of a punch. You know, I even make fun of myself. Hell yeah. Can't take this seriously. I'm not a doctor curing cancer. You know, it's entertainment. That's all it is.
When the world is in my face, I say, have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a nice day.
In spite of his extreme success and the temptations that come with fame, Jon has managed to avoid the scandal and gossip so common amongst celebrities.
Raise my hand, stand my ground.
How do you stay so clean?
I'm not Mr. Clean. Trust me, I'm not. And nor do I claim to be. But I needn't air my dirty laundry, and I needn't compound it by living a cliche of rock stardom. It's such nonsense. It's really nonsense.
So there's nothing you want to tell me now?
There's dust in all the corners here, trust me, but it's,
Well, it can't be too bad.
who am I to say? You know, it is what it is. Trust me, it's not perfect.
He goes out of his way to protect his family. People rarely get to see Dorothea, his wife of 21 years, or their 4 kids. Away from the stage, he shuns the spotlight and is critical of the new wave of wannabe celebrities.
People are addicted to fame, and that celebrity vehicle that isn't based on anything other than, you know, what cup of coffee are they drinking in the magazine, and who was it, what club until 7 a.m, and they're tipping everyone off and getting them these pictures. You know, they're not famous for writing a goddamn song.
It's no secret that what's kept this band at the top for so long is sheer hard work. A world tour like this one is a huge corporate enterprise. The stadium shows coming to Australia in December will be some of the biggest ever mounted in this country. And it all rests on the shoulders of Jon Bon Jovi.
It must be a huge payroll.
It is. It's outdoors. It's a couple $1 million a week.
Yeah, but you're in. I mean, if you get sick, you know, something happens to you, it's all over, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's over. Gotta go home.
Or, heaven forbid, run over by a double-decker bus.
The Ducky tour bus. You know, that's going to be the way I die, too. My life has been so blessed that I won't be that lucky to, like, you know, go down on stage or the plane crashes and they make movies and books and the whole, and I'm like a god forever. No, you know what's going to happen to me? I get hit by the Ducky bus.
When we were beautiful, before the world got smooth.
It's certainly been a dream run for Jon Bon Jovi, but he's never forgotten his humble beginning. He now shares that good fortune through a charitable foundation he established to provide housing and support for the underprivileged.
I've chosen to, take advantage of my affluence and use it for influence and things like my foundation. I build houses. It's a blessing.
Without blowing your own trumpet, how much do you think you've given away over the years?
I think the foundation is on record. It's somewhere like 6 million or more now.
That's a fair bit of goodwill.
Yeah. I think my account just fell over.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I tried to make you happy. God knows I tried hard to be.
It's 2 hours to showtime, and at the sound check, there's no question who's in control of this travelling circus.
But I don't want 16 guys playing. Yeah. So what do you want to do? I want Bobby to start it.
The band members are his closest friends. Guitarist Richie Sambora, keyboard player Dave Bryan, and drummer Tico Torres. They knew each other as kids and have been with the band since its inception in 1987. Loyalty has brought handsome rewards.
It truly is a band, and we're all good to each other. We all have, I think it's a marriage between 4 guys. So that's really what it comes down to.
That's a bit weird.
No,
I
it
can
is.
see you thinking that.
Really,
That's true.
we're together more than we are with our spouses. We experience so many great things in our life, downs and ups, and that's what makes a band.
Family split up, and then, divorce, dysfunctional. You guys are still together.
We're dysfunctional, but we function pretty damn good.
Tonight, for 2.5 hours, the boys belted out every classic the fans had come to hear, proving they're still one of the greatest live acts around. For the boy from working class New Jersey, it's been an amazing story, but he says it's a book that's still got a long way to go.
What is in the rest of the book for you?
I don't know. That's the beauty of it.
You're still writing it.
You bet.
What chapter are we up to?
We're just after halfway now. We're like a 6 out of 10, I guess, is probably how I'm figuring it.
Chapter 6 in a 10-chapter book.
Yeah.
So
A little more than halfway there.
Hello, I'm Tara Brown. Thanks for watching 60 Minutes Australia. Subscribe to our channel now for brand new stories and exclusive clips every week. And don't miss out on our extra minutes segments and full episodes of 60 Minutes on 9now.com.au and the 9Now app.